What is the purpose of a nonfiction book? And I know that's like a broad question that changes depending on, the audience and the author's intention of the book and the kind of book and, all sorts of factors. But I ask this question specifically because I've been reading Winners Take All, The Elite Charade of Changing the World, which is a really, really great nonfiction book about the world of thought leadership and venture capitalism and kind of their intersect, and the impact that has both, a sort of cultural impact, but also the more material financial impact and like policy impact that it has on the world. And it's really good. But I have issues with it, and the issue I have with it stems from what I think is a question of purpose, right? So, a book like this, I lump into a category of books I call Robert Reich books. Robert Reich, I think, is actually the correct pronunciation. But his books are all sort of doing the same sort of thing. They're attacking the corrupt modern version of capitalism that we are in, of like big businesses doing like bad things. I remember reading The Common Good, and a great example is that The Common Good opens by talking about Martin Shkreli and the case of him increasing the pricing of life-saving medication for the sake of profit. And his books are speaking to the middle ground, right? There are a lot of Americans, obviously more so on the left, but Americans on both sides are, angry at the healthcare system and other big, huge corporations and what they are doing to America and, the markets and the economy and, their standard of living. And I think a lot of the books do it well. A lot of Robert's books do it well, and this book, Winners Take All, does parts of it very, very well. But what all of these books seem to do is never offer a counter argument, and I know that they don't want to lend a path for people to just stick their heels into, but if there aren't good counter arguments being offered, then you're not really speaking to the middle ground. You're only speaking to people who already agree with you. And that's my issue with this book, is because